This is Radio Health Journal. I'm Nancy Benson. This week, Invisible Girls, breaking taboos and speaking the truth about sexual abuse.
Incest is the most common sexual abuse, and it is the least discussed.
The ugly truth about incest, when Radio Health Journal returns.
I'm Reed Pence, host of Radio Health Journal. If you enjoy Radio Health Journal, you'll also like our sister show. Here's a preview of what they're covering on Viewpoints this week.
This week on Viewpoints.
How do you trust someone who you don't know who they are? You don't know their true identity.
Cybercrime, an industry of anonymity. Then,
the risk or the danger is that you believe that if you don't feel that you're getting certain things from that person, that the problem is the marriage or the other person.
Our current expectations for what a marriage should be are higher than ever before, and that can cause problems. I'm Marty Peterson.
And I'm Gary Price. These stories in depth this week on your public affairs magazine, Viewpoints.
Listen to Viewpoints on your favorite radio station, iTunes, and Stitcher.
Sexual abuse has become an everyday headline the last couple of years, but no matter how often we hear them, those stories are often hard to listen to. Experts know that 1 in 4 girls under age 18 is abused sexually, and those are only the reported cases. The actual number is likely much higher, more like 1 in 3 girls. But the good news in all these headlines is that more than ever before, abuse victims are telling their stories and finding healing and recovery. They're also opening society's eyes to the problem. The story we're about to tell you is far from pretty. It includes possibly objectionable language, but it's a story that needs to be told.
If you are a teen girl who's been sexually abused and you're keeping it a secret, just the essence of secrecy means that there's something wrong. And if you're a teen girl feeling that secret, you're feeling that the wrong is your fault. And so when you express it, when you release what's happened to you, you begin to release any feelings of shame or guilt or responsibility.
That's clinical psychologist Dr. Patty Furisen, author of Invisible Girls, Speaking the Truth About Sexual Abuse. The book has just been released in an expanded 3rd edition with an extended section on what Furisen says is an incredibly important but taboo topic, incest.
You know what? Incest is the most common sexual abuse, and it is the least discussed. My father told me when I was 14 that I was like putting a plate of spaghetti in front of a hungry man. He had to have it.
Furisen says that when survivors keep incest a secret, many of these young women later become susceptible to date rape.
During the teen years and women in their 20s, there's such a sense of beautiful resiliency. You can really move forward. You can really move through things. You can take different paths. You can internalize such healing the younger you are if you are going to disclose the abuse. So what happens if you don't disclose it and move out of their homes and go to college are very susceptible to date rape. They've not processed things. They still feel responsible. Sometimes they still feel that's their only worth. And as we know, campus date rape is rampant.
But at the same time, going off to college and getting away from an abuser at home can be the best thing to happen for many of these young women.
That's when a lot of my girls come to me, when they've gotten out of their homes, a lot of incest survivors, and they're in college, and they feel the safety to reach out for therapy. And a lot of my girls come to me at that age or write to me from different parts of the country for some help. And it's great because then they start to release it. And when a survivor tells you they were molested, the first thing you say is, it's not your fault. And you'll just see the shoulders go down, the tears start to come, and it's amazing. These girls feel so responsible for something that is 100% not their fault.
After the release of her book, Furisen founded a nonprofit organization called Girl Thrive. THRIVE, standing for Teams Helping Rape and Incest Victoriously Emerge. It's a program where girls and young women help one another recover from the effects of their abuse.
Because then they can hear from another girl, yeah, my father did this to me. And when they hear the depth of the story and the experience, they say, oh, I can really relate to that. That happened to me. You know, it's really interesting with groups of girls, incest survivors, they'll hear another girl's story and they'll say, oh, it wasn't your fault. That horrible, he was a disgusting piece of shit man. The girl will say, oh, well, I think it wasn't your fault. But when they start to internalize by hearing from other girls that they can feel such sympathy for, they really begin to believe it wasn't their fault, which is key to all sexual abuse. You never ask to be sexually abused.
Girl Thrive offers what Furizon calls thriverships, financial gifts to help survivors pursue their dreams.
A girl writes to me from Minnesota and says, I just went to court today. I was raped on campus, and actually, I really want to take kickboxing. I don't have the funds. And then we send her funds to take kickboxing. Another girl from Texas writes, I just put my stepfather in jail. He was molesting me. My mother is on my side, and I really want art classes. I'm 16 years old. And Girl Thrive funds art classes. We say we honor you for what you have survived, and we want you to thrive.
Furizon says our society has a long way to go in teaching young girls to respect their bodies and their sexuality.
We want girls to love their bodies, to feel sensuous, to embrace the puberty and moving on through adolescence and young womanhood. But they have to be able to own it. And we do not bring up girls telling them, you own this. This is your power. This is your beauty. This is your body. This is not for anybody else. It's for you. And if you choose to share it, if you choose to combine love with being sexual, that's up to you. And women in numbers, there's nothing more powerful than the sisterhood of girls and women in numbers. So if we all can speak out as women, as girls, I do feel positive about change. And I do have to tell you that the girls who I know through my website, through my practice, through everything, are so strong and resilient and can thrive and heal. And I really need that message to be out there with this. They heal, they grow, they thrive. They're amazing.
Furizon's book is Invisible Girls, Speaking the Truth About Sexual Abuse. You can learn more about the book, its author, and the organization Girl Thrive through links on our website, radiohealthjournal.net. Our writer-producer this week is Polly Hansen. Studio production by Jason Dickey. I'm Nancy Benson.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-568-1647. That's 800-568-1647. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-568-1647.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, please call this toll-free number right now. 800-279-0419. That's 800-279-0419. By calling your addiction team, you're taking the first steps to recovery. Don't fight addiction alone. Their advisors are ready to take your call. Your future is still a bright place. The help you need could be one call away. 800-279-0419. That's 800-279-0419. This call is completely confidential, and if you have private insurance, there could be little to no cost to you. Even if you've already been to treatment, give us a call. There's no need to let addiction ruin your life. Take the first step now. Call your addiction team at 800-279-0419. That's 800-279-0419. Make the free call now. 800-279-0419. Your addiction team is a third-party advertiser for various treatment centers and placement networks. Individual results will vary. Visit youraddictionteam.com/terms for more information.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you can donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-835-1478. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to over 50 locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-835-1478. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher for donating. Call now, 1-800-835-1478. That's 1-800-835-1478.
Thank you for listening to Radio Health Journal, a production of MediaTrax Communications. If you enjoyed this week's show, please leave a review on iTunes or share it with a friend. You can find more Radio Health Journal stories about health, science, and technology on iTunes, Stitcher, and at radiohealthjournal.net.